Maybe I'll ask for a mic for Christmas. Do you think someone will buy me one? Do you think I can convince a grandparent to purchase me a
I'll do
microphone?
it.
If you
give
send them the exact
Amazon
link, yeah.
Oh, that's every Listen, they don't buy me things unless I ask for it. They don't know what I like.
Oh God, I wish that were me. Do you want to hear one of the reasons that I don't like that I didn't really enjoy Christmas?
Okay.
And this is the reason that I don't often tell people, because on the surface level, it makes me kind of sound like a very ungrateful, materialistic kid.
Well, you were a kid. You can't be blamed.
I want you to look below the surface and see what's happening. So I have a quite large extended family on my dad's side.
Oh,
And
shit,
so
there's some
as
whales
an
over
adult
there.
now, I think I understand why all of the adults in the family did this, but none of them, except for my Aunt Wendy, would ever ask us for Christmas lists. They would see us twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year, depending on what family parties they attended. And based on that vague knowledge of our interests and our age and gender, would buy us Christmas gifts each year.
Yeah.
Based on zero knowledge of anything about any of the kids.
Is this not
And
standard? Wait,
that is standard, and that's how
that's
it
what
was
happened
when
to
I
me
was a
growing
child.
up.
Yeah, that's why
That's
I
how
had
it was
the
when I was a
long-sleeve
child
shirt
as
with a
well.
color-changing truck on it.
It's
Until
so-
I started throwing away everything that they gave me, and then they would say, "Why? Well, where's that shirt that I bought you? I want to see it." And I was like, "Oh, I gave it away."
Yeah.
Because I didn't like it. So now they buy me what I ask for instead.
Clothes, you know? It was like what I would get for Christmas from everyone in my family except for my one aunt who would ask me what I liked and talk to me. I would get makeup kits and nail polish kits and hair ties and which,
just
you
like
know,
you.
fine. But also, even on the most surface level, everyone in the family knew that as a child, I preferred playing with G.I. Joes instead of Barbies. I preferred Tonka trucks to pretty much any other toy,
I
frankly.
mean, G.I. Joes are superior no matter how you look at it, because
I
they just have
had
more
a-
points of articulation.
Yes. I had a
Yo, Joe.
I had a robust Hot Wheels collection. I really liked
Robust.
dinosaurs. But even if they didn't know my actual niche interests,
Like dinosaurs.
they knew that I dressed and presented and acted like a boy in all facets and bought me makeup. And
They were trying to help you, correct yourself.
It's like buying nicotine gun for gum for a smoker.
Right.
Exactly.
Nicotine gun.
Nicotine gun.
Just firing nicotine at people who are smoking.
How dare you? My
All right.
addiction.
Guys, I
But-
think this
This is
might be
Goblincast
Goblincast live on the air. Hi, I'm Eddie.
Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Hi, I'm Jenica.
Laura Dern.
Ooh.
Honestly,
You're
Was that not good enough for you?
No, I prefer Evie to Laura Dern.
What?
All right.
I'm sorry, Evie, I love you, but I would kill all 4 of you for Laura Dern.
All right, name one good movie Laura Dern was in besides Jurassic Park.
Okay, fine. You know what? If Eddie doesn't accept Laura Dern, hi, I'm Steve Buscemi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hello.
that's a good one.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish my
Steve
Christmas
Buscemi.
story because I think that the start of the podcast shouldn't be me bashing a holiday that the nation adores.
No, I think it
It's
starts
cool.
at Nicotine Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna finish the story
Listen,
because I think we really need to dive into Nicotine Gun and how we can use this to solve every addiction.
Wait. Is the nicotine gun a solution for smoking, or is it a solution for people not smoking?
It will stop
It's a solution
you.
for all of your problems.
You won't need to smoke a cigarette if at any time you can get hit with that sweet nicotine gun.
But also,
Wait, is
people
the
would
nicotine
start
gun a
smoking
threat?
cigarettes if they get hit with the nicotine gun.
Or
That's true.
you'll need a cigarette to deal with the stress of not knowing when the nicotine gun will strike.
Yeah, guys, I think we're gonna have to take this back to the drawing board. We may not have thought out nicotine gun fully.
Okay. All right. So let me propose a new idea. It's not quite nicotine. It's a Narcan blow dart.
Oh,
Shit.
This
so
is
that there's the
solving
added
overdoses-
danger of breathing it in.
solving overdoses from a distance.
and of hitting somewhere that
Jesus.
kills them instead.
No, you gotta. I mean, obviously, you're gonna be taught how to aim with the blowgun, but you know how you don't want
You
to
know,
approach.
blowguns aren't that accurate, right?
you don't
Like
wanna
guns aren't that accurate. Like,
approach the drug-addled homeless. It's too dangerous. They're frightening and they're dirty.
wait, if
You just-
someone's in need of Narcan, they don't currently pose a threat to you.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just-
true.
I'm just-
Yeah,
you
but if
gotta
I
watch
get
out.
near them, I might smell bad.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's
And
true.
I don't want to have to go to the dry cleaner. I
Christ.
just went to the dry cleaner yesterday.
Did you?
I'm a bougie cop, and I want to buy 6,000 Narcan blow dart guns.
I mean, I don't think cops are. I mean, they occasionally do, but generally it'd be like an EMT
Hey,
Yeah.
administering Narcan.
Hey.
Not always, actually.
Hey.
I
There are a lot of
I said generally.
Yeah,
I said
it's just
occasionally
that
a cop will do it, but generally,
it's an
Like,
interesting
should
fact
be.
that there are a lot of precincts where cops are primarily the ones giving Narcan,
hmm,
and it's actually led to like a lot of deaths.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it turns out that cops can't actually tell the difference between an overdose and a
They are-
stroke or a seizure or DKA.
Hmm.
They aren't trained medical professionals. Shocking.
Hey.
They are not. So
hey,
that's why, I mean, blow dart is great because they're going to feel like they're doing something. But chances are, I mean, blow darts are hard to aim. They're probably not even going to hit the guys.
Wait, no,
They're gonna
you're
think
you're
that they
switching
did
it
a
up
great
because you just
job.
made the argument that they would learn accuracy with the blow darts.
I know. That was, no, Eddie, that was my pitch to cops. That was my lie to pitch it to the cops. Now this is my pitch
Guys,
to the
we need
real
to have a board meeting sans Evie. All right, listen, her ideas are very radical, okay? And I think our company's going in the wrong direction.
I think the right direction is Narcanon.
Tell me more
Give
about
it to everyone.
Tell me more about Narcanon. I think I
Well,
like
you
where this is
see-
going.
You
You
take a
blast it
fish
right
bowl,
into
you
the
fill it
crack
with
house.
Narcan, and you seal off the top, and you stuff that down the barrel of an old Civil War field cannon.
Uh-huh.
This
And you
is,
just
I like it.
spray that in the general direction of anyone having an overdose.
This is now a siege tactic.
And, well, the nice thing is it's black powder, so you'll have a nice, convenient smoke screen to run the fuck away in case it doesn't work. Total deniability that you were ever there or involved.
Except for the cannon you left behind with
Right.
Narcan
That's on wheels.
everywhere.
Just gotta, yeah.
Well,
just gotta
And
take
you
it with you.
So
You've worn gloves
Fun-
to mask
Right.
your fingerprints.
fun fact about cannons. They are both smaller than you think and heavier than they look.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're made of
Wait. How do you
metal.
know the size that I think a cannon is?
Okay, I suppose I don't know the size you think a cannon is, but I do know the size of an actual cannon.
So they're smaller than you thought, is what you're trying to say.
I suppose.
They- Certainly smaller than I thought when I
They're
first saw
I'm just
Smaller
saying, don't
in
put
reality
your
than they are
ignorance
in,
on
like,
me,
TV.
Ben.
All right,
They're
all right.
smaller than they're
No, no.
portrayed on television.
Here's
I
the
have a
test.
vast knowledge of the sizature of cannons.
All
Do
right,
you?
everyone who's never seen a cannon in real life,
Raise
I
your
want you to
hand.
guess right now. I want you to guess right now the size of a cannon.
What do you mean the size?
What kind of cannon?
Like how big it is.
What
Yeah,
dimension?
thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
what are
trying
you
to-
talking about?
Like how
big
is
do you
it?
think a cannonball is?
Like is it the size of a bear? Is it the size of a tiger?
Jesus Christ.
Is it the size of
Yeah.
a...
Cannon the size of a bear.
Oh, here's another
What?
thing that you never really quite actually know how big it is until you see it in real life is a pig.
Pigs are gigantic.
Pigs are big.
Pigs
They're
are
so
Full-grown
much
pigs,
bigger
yeah.
than
Pigs are
They're
also
much
small.
bigger than I want them to be.
Also, it
I-
depends on like where and when the cannon is.
and same with a pig, frankly.
Yeah, true. Also, a cannon. The cannonball can vary in size, but
As
there-
can a pig.
yeah. This is a dumb question.
What I found out.
You have a lot of misgivings about people assuming you know about cannons.
Hold on.
I know.
Pigs-
Listen, I clearly, as I
Common that I
said,
have.
I know a lot about canon sizature. Okay, I have a vast array of knowledge on the subject.
On cannons?
On canon sizature specifically, and
I
yeah,
have
sizature is a word I've constructed.
It's a good word. I like it. You guys want to know what I have a vast array of knowledge on that is completely in real life?
What?
Absolutely nothing.
I really thought you were gonna say something.
You
Okay.
set us up here and you don't have a punchline?
I was trying to think of one while I delivered the setup, and
All right.
nothing. My head
Okay.
emptied out like a fucking movie theater after somebody yelled fire. There was nothing in there. Like, I'll think of something that I know a lot about. What
Did you guys
no,
know?
actually, you know what I know a lot about?
Well,
Canine parvovirus.
I want to give a fun fact before we talk about canines having viruses. Did you know it's not actually illegal to yell fire in a crowded theater?
It's just really frowned upon, right?
Well, if there's a
Well, that's
fire.
rude.
If there's a fire.
Well, okay.
So canine parvovirus.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that I know a lot about. Which, so all of my knowledge about diseases that can affect dogs did absolutely nothing for me until I started working as a vet assistant. And now,
Wait,
frankly,
you knew those
it's
things
quite
before you
useful.
worked as a vet assistant?
Yeah.
Huh. I just
I
assumed you'd picked those things up on the job.
I was gonna ask
I
why,
picked
but
up
I'm not gonna.
a lot of the more like specific like treatment pathways I've picked up on the job. But like the like way that the disease manifests is something I learned about.
Cool.
Fun.
So
It's an
when
interest.
when I was young, I wanted to be
A dog.
She
Uh,
tried really hard not to do young warthog again.
Yeah, we can't repeat that.
I
Very
fought
good
the
at
urge.
it
and
was
won.
really, really hard. When I was a youngin', I wanted to be my very first dream job was to be a marine biologist.
That's a
And
mood.
and then I
No, it's
kind
a
of got
job,
into my
Jenica.
head that like that wasn't an option for whatever reason. So then I decided that I wanted to be a vet. And then somewhere down the line I forgot and ended up going to school to be a teacher. And now I really wish that I had been a marine biologist or a vet. So here we are. Basically, I just cemented
Now you're
so
vet
much
adjacent.
knowledge into my ugly little body. I am vet adjacent now. And if any kind listener wants to pay for me to go to school, I could be less than adjacent to being a vet.
So recently, Alyssa and I started watching Psych. You
Fuck yeah.
guys know the show Psych?
Psych is good.
Listen, I
I-
love the show Psych.
Man, it's been a while
I've
since I
watched
even
it
thought of
through-
Psych.
Yeah, it
I've
came
watched it
out. It
through,
started in
like,
like 2005,
beginning.
2006. But
I
I had
watched
never
it like
watched it.
on TV as it came out as a child, and I've probably watched it through as an adult maybe 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, neither of us
love
had ever
Psych.
watched it, and I really don't know why. But we were just like, hey, why don't we watch? Why don't we check out Psych? Oh, I do know why. It's because not that long ago, Alyssa had me watch The West Wing with her. The West Wing was pretty good, but I really liked Dulé Hill in it.
Yeah, I love him.
And she was like, yeah, he's great. And then we got to talking about, we were like, oh, I wonder what he did after The West Wing, because we haven't seen him in anything. And we were like, oh, that's why we haven't seen him in anything, because he was on the show Psych for like 6 years.
It's a great show.
So that's how the conversation started. But recently we started watching Psych. Psych's pretty good, guys.
Yeah.
For anyone
Yes.
that doesn't
No
know
shit.
the premise of Psych, the main character is this guy, Sean Spencer. And his dad was a cop. And when he was growing up, his dad like taught him all this like observation stuff and investigation stuff, and like he kind of had a really shitty childhood because of it. Like his dad was always testing him on like, you know, his memory and his ability to pick up little details and stuff. So now he's an adult and he's got this whole skill set that he just doesn't use in his day-to-day life. But what he does is he pretends to be a psychic by using his vast powers of observation and investigation to, you know, appear as though he has information he shouldn't have, even though he just picked it up from, you know, the environment, or from like doing like mentalist stuff where he like sees little like twitches in people's faces and things. And it's this really interesting show where he's a fake psychic private detective, and he has to keep the police convinced that he's a psychic so that he can help them on cases. And then his best friend Gus, who's played by Dulé Hill, works with him at the fake psychic detective agency, but he knows that Sean is not a psychic.
Right. Well, they're childhood best friends.
They're childhood best friends, yeah.
And it's also Gus works at the fake psychic agency when he's not a pharmaceutical rep, which is his day job.
Yeah. It's a very funny show.
The police pay the fake psychic to be a good detective?
So they, on cases that they can't solve, they'll bring him in because he's proven, because he
forces himself onto.
Yeah. Or he'll force his way into cases sometimes, but he's solved a bunch of cases and like demonstrated his psychic ability so many times that's at the point where they're like, I guess he's psychic. I don't know. Like,
I kind of really wish I could do that, but with proving to Ben that Nessie is real.
You
could have to do so a number of times successfully.
Yeah, so
I'm saying I really wish I could.
It's at a point where they're like, I guess he's psychic. I don't know. He solves the cases though, so that's what matters.
That is after like the first episode. To be fair, there's only like one cop who holds out and is like, I don't think so.
Yeah, the chief.
Everyone else.
The chief for like a few episodes is skeptical.
Yeah.
But then the one cop, Lassiter, is like, I don't know how you're doing it, but you're not a psychic because psychics aren't real.
And he's right.
Yes, yeah.
Which is the opposite of how that usually goes.
The show has been very good so far. There was one episode that was not good, and it was for some reason every TV show from like even shows that are coming out now, I think, but like every TV show feels the need to do like a Comic-Con episode. And Psych also did one.
I didn't
and
love
it was real bad. Because it was like, man, no one writing or working on this show knows anything about
Although George Takei was in it.
Comic books or nerd culture in any way, huh? George Takei was in it and he was kind of funny. There wasn't really a payoff on the George Takei.
My brother-in-law was in a musical with George Takei.
Whoa.
And they're like friends. But I've never met George Takei.
Wait, it was a musical about friends?
No.
Who did George Takei play? Was he Joey?
Allegiance.
Oh my god.
I think it's called Allegiance. That was about like Japanese internment. That George Takei was in, and I think he also helped produce or write.
My musical idea sounds a little funnier.
He's helped produce a few different pieces of media on that topic.
Yeah. And my brother, because he was, yes.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law was in the like workshop version or the original version out in San Diego. Mm-hmm. And so he knows George, just like casually knows George Takei.
It's insane. I can't imagine.
I will never forgive him for not like inviting me down when this happened and letting me meet George Takei. I didn't get to do that.
You think George Takei was like, hey guys, don't invite people to meet me, please? I know.
No, apparently he's very nice and like super chill with all of that.
You can be nice and be like, guys, we got work to do. Please don't bring people here to say hello to me.
Well, like my sister met him.
Oh shit! So you just got.
Yeah, I just got.
Damn.
Like they went out to a
Straight out of it.
bar.
Listen, if you need to
I
get
could've
some
gone to a
revenge,
bar.
Okay.
I can get you a good deal on a Narcanon.
To use against my brother-in-law and my sister.
Oh,
Yes.
just the brother-in-law.
revenge.
I mean,
That's fair.
We
It
should
was
just
his
call him
choice.
the Gunch.
no, please.
God, the
Gunch is
fucking
preparing
gun!
for Christmas, Ben, okay?
Oh no!
I hope the gun.
Holy fuck. It's the
Well,
Gunch.
hold
Oh
on.
fuck!
I.
It's the
Oh
Gunch.
fuck! It's the gun.
I'm going to do a Ben and poop, so I'll be right back.
I hope.
Dude, we're
the
literally
We
gun-
have to
recording.
stop talking.
We
No,
were
I
recording
already
when he
figured out-
went.
We're keeping it in this time. Fuck
I
Chris.
hope- I
Sorry.
hope
Sure.
the gun succeeds this Christmas.
At
Doing
what? Shooting someone?
Ending Christmas.
I don't
Once
know.
like
and for
Christmas.
all. It's over. There's a pandemic on. No more
That's true.
Christmas.
So this is Christmas.
No, the fuck it's not.
Oh fuck, it's the gun. He's got a revolver.
Is the Gunch gonna come up every week until Christmas?
Everybody run.
I hope so.
Gotta work the Gunch into every recording until Christmas, huh?
Yeah, so
I
I
mean,
guess
Like
the
there's some good
moral
Christmas episodes.
of the story is Psych is pretty good so far. We're still in season 1, so we'll see how
Yeah.
that goes. I'll
The
update you
Christmas
at some
episodes are
point.
good. The Christmas episodes are good.
Do they have the Gunch in them?
Yeah.
Probably
The
not.
musical episode is stunning.
I didn't know
That's
there
a
was
They
a
good
also
musical
have the
episode.
Gunch.
No,
Of course
nothing has
there's a
the
musical
gunch, Ben.
episode.
Why
I
not?
think
Ben, the
everything
gunch
should
is
have.
I
real.
actually-
It can't hurt you.
I'm fairly certain there's 2 musical episodes.
I wish the Gunch was
Damn.
real, and I wish he could hurt me.
The Gunch is behind a tree making eye contact.
There's also 2 movies. When you finish the series, there's 2 movies afterwards.
Yeah, I noticed that.
They're very good as well.
I really like
make me
his dad
really
as
warm
a
and fuzzy.
character.
Today's episode brought to you by Psych. It's
Yeah.
pretty good. Go watch it.
That's
We
the
probably won't leave
pineapple.
in the whole Psych discussion, but some of
You
it
gotta find the hidden pineapples in every episode.
I didn't know there were.
It's
Why
like
would
a
they have
fun.
to hide
It's like a fun
pineapples?
game. There's a pineapple in every episode. It's like a fun game
That's cool. Kind of like how there's
that
a
I
Superman
really enjoyed
in
as a child.
every episode of Seinfeld.
I don't know any Seinfeld lore.
Oh, Seinfeld's really
I've
good.
never seen an episode of Seinfeld.
So,
If you
Can
watch
I tell you
Seinfeld,
guys-
you'll be like, "Oh, so this is what all the sitcoms are based on."
so guys, when I want to say about 9 years old,
Mm-hmm.
my very first introduction, my very first introduction to Seinfeld existing, even remotely, was my uncle in MS Paint took the Seinfeld logo
Uh-huh.
and edited it
Uh-huh.
so that it said Sinfeld, and he put it on a background of flames with a
What?
picture of Jerry Seinfeld
Why?
with devil horn.
I'm so confused. Is it because... Well, your uncle doesn't have a problem with Jewish people, does he?
No,
Okay.
it's just I think one of his friends mispronounced it once as Sinfeld, and he just went with it.
Oh, so
Gotcha.
it's a nicotine gun kind of situation.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Sinfeld. Jerry Sinfeld is the nicotine gun.
Speaking of Sinbad.
of my uncle's childhood.
Speaking of Sinbad?
Yeah, speaking of Sinbad, it's close enough to
We were-
Sinfeld.
Oh, God.
This is the mispronunciation episode.
That was
guess
like a
so.
non
I
sequitur
was-
I would have made.
Verbal typos.
There was
I
this
think that's
clip
called a
of
misspeak?
Norm McDonald talking about a comedy festival that he had done where he met Sinbad, right? And it was I guess one of
Is
his.
Sinbad a person?
He's a comedian.
Is
he
he?
was. You
I have
don't
no
know who
fucking
Sinbad
idea
is?
who
No.
Sinbad is.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm
I
just
just
gonna
know
keep
about
telling
Sinbad
the
the
story. You know who
pirate.
Norm McDonald
Like
is?
that's all I have.
Vaguely.
Okay.
No.
So Norm Macdonald was talking about the comedy festival where he met Sinbad, and it was like Norm Macdonald's first comedy festival. Right?
I don't even know who Steve Buscemi is.
It was when he
really.
was just getting into comedy. And in this clip, he was talking about.
Think of Danny DeVito, but inverse.
In this clip,
I do know who Steve Buscemi is, to be clear. That I was making.
He was talking about how they were, you know, like it was earlier in the day before the show was started, and they were hanging out, and Sinbad was like, "Man, I gotta go to the store and get some socks. You want to come?" And Norm Macdonald's like, "Yeah, let's go get some socks." So they go to the store, and Sinbad picks out the socks, and they go up to the register, and there's no one there, and they have to wait about a minute, and then the person comes out of the back, and you know, Sinbad pays for the socks, and they leave, right? And then Norm Macdonald talks about how, you know, he was really nervous, and he like prepared for a really long time, you know, and he tested out his material on a bunch of friends and everything, and you know, he wanted to make sure, you know, he memorized everything, did it perfect, and he went out and he did all the material he prepared, and he bombed, right? And then Sinbad goes out, and he goes out there, and he's like, "Man, what's going on with socks? You know, you go to the store and you pick out socks, and you just want to buy the socks, and you gotta wait. There's nobody in the store. I just want to buy these socks." And he's like, and the crowd was dying. They were with him, and I'm sitting backstage going, I don't know that that's ever happened before, that someone's had to wait for socks, but apparently it happened to everybody. And so, and the moral of the story was that was how Norm Macdonald learned that, like, you know, it kind of like feeling the energy and putting on like a good show is better than having written funny jokes. Because man,
which thank God, because I've never written a funny joke in my life.
You've also never said one. Hey
now, that horse joke I told earlier was pretty good.
This is what dreams are made of.
Dreams are made of. Hey, do you guys want to hear a dirty joke?
No.
Sure.
A white horse fell in the mud.
Yo, it says Chris is typing in the chat right now.
Is he listening to the call from the toilet, do you think?
I think he might be on his phone.
No,
yeah.
he stopped.
He stopped typing.
It's because we're calling him out.
He's self-conscious. Hey, can I tell you guys my favorite, like, you know, setup punchline, like classic joke on the planet?
Sure.
So how come a chicken coop only has 2 doors?
How come?
Because if it had 4 doors, it'd be a chicken sedan.
Wow.
Do you guys know that clown cars, there's no gimmick there. It's just an empty car, and you can actually fit that many people in it.
Yeah, if you take all the shit out of a car, you can get a lot more people in there.
Yeah, what did you...
All the seats and stuff? Get that the fuck out of there.
I think everyone knew that they just fit all the clowns in the car.
There are apparently a lot of people that think they like climb out
like
from
a
underneath the
trapdoor or
stage.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you can actually just
really
fit
do.
that
It's
many
just a
clowns
bunch
in
of
a
clowns
car.
in a car.
There.
I thought that was the impressive part of the gag.
Very
is that
comfortable with
they
each
fit all the
other.
clowns in the car.
So when I was in high school, for a brief period of time,
Chris is now typing at us.
What is
from
Chris
the
saying
bathroom.
right now? He
When
just said,
well-
"Does the Pope shit in the woods?"
I think he would
Does
if he
he?
were pressed.
Well, if
I mean,
the
that's
Pope
just
shits in the
what you say
woods
when
and
somebody
no one's
asks you an
around to
obvious
hear
question.
it, does it make a sound?
Just like, I think anyone would shit in the woods if you leave them in the woods long enough. There's not...
You know, if I
I've
take a
shat in
big
the woods.
ploppity,
As
I
have
have
I.
to. If I take a big ploppity splashity shit and there's nobody in the house to hear it, did that shit really happen?
Yes.
Yes.
You're a person.
Nope.
Wait, is the Pope
not
not
a
a person?
Nope. But anyway, so when I was in high school for a brief period of time, I had this group of friends, and we all liked to ride our bikes home after school together. And yes, this was in high school.
Mhm.
But our school was like uphill
Both
from
ways.
where we lived.
A mile
So
in
we
rain.
didn't want to ride our bikes to school. So for a while we had our one friend's mom drive us to school with all of our bikes. And there were like 6 of us. So we'd get in his mom's minivan, 6 teenagers, 6 bicycles.
If I was
And
that parent, I would have said, ride your fucking bikes.
She was an agreeable mother.
I guess, yeah.
She was too nice of a woman. Still is to this day, frankly. You're the head bitch, Margie, in case you're listening.
Just send her the podcast.
Fuck. So yeah,
Hear us
so
talking
we
about
pull up
Narcane guns and shit.
Narcanon.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry,
we
nicotine
pull-
guns.
The nicotine
We
gun.
pull up to the high school and we'd roll out fucking all of us and all of our bicycles
And all of your nicotine guns.
and all of our guns and all of our dogs, even
And our drugs and drug paraphernalia.
yeah, all of our big beautiful bongs.
Excellent.
BBB.
And we'd all in all of our big backpacks, and we'd pile out of that car.
BBP.
And everyone else waiting outside of that car would be like,
What's
"What
happening?
the fuck is happening? What's going on?"
Uh,
Like they'd watch 2 kids get out of there with bikes. They'd be like, "Well, that must be it." And then one more, and then another, And let me tell you how uncomfortable that car ride was.
Very.
It was not good. I was on the floor between 3 bikes.
Excellent.
So it's
at
really
least
all
you
that
weren't
could
on
be
the floor
done.
underneath 3 bikes.
Sometimes it really depends on how quickly we were getting all up in there.
Ah.
I do want to make one thing clear about that friend group, and this is no offense to Margie. Just because her son was a dick doesn't mean she wasn't an angel. I was only in that friend group because I was a very good target for bullying.
Wait, they bullied you, or like this was your
Yeah.
protection from bullies?
No.
No. They kept me around as like a little pet to bully.
Okay. Well, that's probably better than like random people bullying you, right?
You know, it kind of was actually. They started to get a little sympathetic at times.
I'm sorry
And
you
we
got
did-
bullied.
And you know, we did beat the campaign of Halo 3 ODST together, so we had some okay times.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that the
good.
friend group that tried to turn, was it an Xbox 360 into a full laptop, or was it the other way around?
Successfully turned an Xbox 360 into a full laptop, but yes.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was in high school,
But why?
Just to see if they could.
I
They-
pooped in every bathroom in the school.
And the same day?
No. Over the course of my senior year, there were a lot of bathrooms. I
Like
went to a
on
large
purpose.
high school.
That's
Okay.
Yeah, and when
Like
I
it was
say
a mission that
one
you set
second.
out for yourself?
Yes, it was. What was a mission that was handed to me? Okay.
By
What?
God
Psych.
himself.
Have you ever heard of Manifest Destiny?
So yes, God himself.
All right.
Listen, we choose not our own path, only the way in which we walk it.
The way in
Eddie,
which
but
we should.
why?
So, and when I say every bathroom, I mean all of them.
Like
Okay, but
teacher's
why?
lounge.
The men's room, the women's room,
Oh.
the teacher bathrooms, all of them, every single bathroom.
Did you
So
use
you're
every
the
But
man
toilet?
that-
why?
No, not every
So
toilet,
you're the
Ben.
man
That's
that Republicans warn us
not
about.
every toilet, Ben. That's ridiculous. Who poops that much?
Me.
Well,
Right.
I mean,
So-
I think it'd be like me, Ben, Griffin
yeah,
McElroy.
so
Probably.
the bathrooms that were easily accessible but that I wasn't supposed to be in were, easy to check off the list. I did a lot of after school activities.
Mhm.
Right,
no
right,
one's
right.
around, you just go into the other door. Easy peasy,
Uh-huh.
But the bathrooms that had locked doors were a little more difficult.
What bathrooms had locked doors?
The ones that were only for teachers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Our teacher bathrooms
we
were
could
also
just-
had locked doors.
all we had to do was just sneak into the teacher's lounge.
No, there
We didn't have
again,
teachers.
it was a big school. So like they couldn't just have one teacher only bathroom because then a teacher may have to walk 10 minutes to get to it.
How big was your school, Eddie? For my own imagination.
The school was like a
Like, what was your graduating class size?
well, that won't help you because a lot of people failed.
Oh, well,
But
that's
the school was like 3,500 students.
Okay. That's about.
And
yes.
it didn't have like floors or anything. It was like one
Well,
one
I'm in
floor.
California, so we have outdoor schools.
It was
What?
like one floor, and it was just spread out over a very large area.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What do you
there were
mean,
a lot
what,
of-
Evie?
There were a lot of bathrooms.
What does that
Confusing about what I
mean?
said.
What the fuck
the-
does that mean?
The hallways are out. They're buildings, right? And the hallways are outside, like a campus.
So, we were not allowed to step foot outside of a building, or we'd like go directly to jail.
It was because there was only
you
one
couldn't-
building, right?
Right.
thought you were
There's
We
gonna say
had like
hell.
courtyards and outdoor eating areas that we were not allowed to enter.
that's fucked.
I jumped out of
Everything
a
was
few
outside.
windows at my school.
So did I, but
They were
Yeah.
first
Everything.
floor.
Also, we had
And
an
they were
open
in full
campus.
view of
So you
teachers, and they were
like-
like, "Ben, you're not supposed to." And then I was gone.
could leave at lunchtime.
So one of
And then come
the after-school activities I was a part of was theater. And so what I would
Nerd.
do occasionally is I would say, "Hey, Mr. Z, I gotta run up to the costume loft to get something. Can I get your key?" And then he would just hand you the whole key ring because he
fucking
trusted
cheeky
you.
bastard.
Because he trusted me.
Now,
And he should have. I never did anything wrong, but I would take a little detour.
yeah,
take a
yeah,
poop.
yeah. He
our
gave
theater
in-
teacher
he took
gave
you in.
And there were
Our
other
theater
instances
teacher gave a couple of the-
where sometimes during the school day I would have hold of a teacher's keys.
How'd you do that?
Hey, can you go to the library and get the laptop cart? You'll need this key to get into the laptop room. Of course. I can
Yeah.
go. I
Yeah.
a trusted
I
student
will-
who gets good
See, I
grades
do-
and would never
I do
misuse
say-
these keys. Will definitely
Yeah.
go, and I'll
I
take a
do-
brief
I do
detour to the
say-
bathroom.
I do say, like, oh, I can't believe a teacher would give you their keys, as if I wasn't constantly in possession of a teacher's keys in high school.
yeah, always.
And
Our-
I did use them. Basically, my English teacher would be like, hey, take this key and go to the teacher's lounge, which is basically just where they kept all of the books that belonged to the school that weren't library books. And they'd be like, go grab books, because
That
we're
was
going to
literally
read
my
this
job.
book next. So I'd go and get the books, and then I'd just fucking steal some while I was in there.
No.
I
I would
TA'd
just-
for.
I would steal
See-
some
See,
books.
See, you're making a bad name.
know.
All right, I would never misuse the keys,
I mean, I
Except-
definitely did.
except to poop. Yeah, but that's a
Our theater
victimless. That's a
teacher-
victimless crime, Ben.
Our theater teacher gave like 5 of us seniors just like our own sets of keys to the theater that we just kept
Damn.
for-
Powerful.
forever.
Yeah, but did those keys go to the
Um,
bathroom?
Do you still have it?
I might still have it in my room, but I'm sure that they've changed the locks by now because
Damn
they've
it.
done updates on the theater. And also it's changed hands from that teacher because he was very irresponsible.
There
clearly.
was,
Giving 5 seniors sets of their own keys.
that's pretty irresponsible. Yeah. There
I mean,
was-
also
My-
that, and also that he like got mad during rehearsal once and threw a table across
Right.
the room.
Oh,
man,
speaking
that
of
was me.
He
irresponsible
told
teachers,
someone in my class that they should drop theater forever because they would never be talented enough to do it.
yikes.
Which is like a great thing to
Oh,
tell like a 15-year-old.
Yeah. My
Super fun.
AP chemistry teacher, my like first week of that class, set the ceiling on fire.
On
Nice.
purpose.
And
shit.
when the fire department showed up, they just said, "Really, Paul? Again? Again with this shit, Paul?"
Good for
Uh,
Paul.
Apparently he used to work for DuPont as a chemical engineer.
used to.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so he left that to become a high school teacher
I mean,
in a mediocre district. So
left.
I mean, what happened? What happened, Paul?
he decided
What
to
did you?
impress teachers instead of being in a boring job.
It's like, what did you blow up, Paul?
Something. I'm
He's
guessing.
not a man. Not a man to be trusted. He did
Also, not a man to be trifled
demonstration.
with.
He did a demonstration for us once, where he like, I don't remember exactly what he was trying to teach us. I think it was something to do with like how to calculate like calories being burned, and he decided to literally burn a gummy bear.
Wrong.
And so he held up the gummy bear for us. He played the gummy bear song on YouTube on the projector, and then afterwards held up the little gummy bear again and said, "Oh no, I'm gonna die! Please don't burn me!"
Sounds
And
like a
then
pretty
he
good
fucking
teacher.
burned it.
Okay.
I don't know what
frightened.
you're talking about. It sounds like a great teacher.
He was phenomenal. Just a being of pure chaos, though.
Sometime between Chris coming back and when I just said wait, it stopped recording.
Oh no! Did you hit space?
Fuck.
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
No, it's okay because I wasn't gonna include the shit about the Cleveland Steamer anyway.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
very
that's a
fair.
So
that
we
was
didn't.
some gold, though.
We didn't lose anything that was gonna make it.
Okay.
So
Back
what were you
to
gonna
this.
say, Jenica?
It's very cute. I'm on Bumble because I'm lonely and sad.
Mood.
It is. And I'm talking to this guy and he texted me a math problem to do. And when I solved it, I simplified it for him or whatever, and it spells out I less than 3U, which is like I heart you. It's a very
That's so
cute. It's a
cute.
non sequitur, which I just got this text from him.
That is incredibly gay.
It is.
But
It's
it's
pretty
also
gay,
like
yeah.
so.
it's not. It's me and
That's
and a
really
male.
cute. That's cute.
It's very cute.
Hey,
Wait, who
can
said
I
straight
tell
people
you
can't be
guys? Hey, can I tell you guys how I feel
Discriminatory,
completely
man.
fucking
That was
cheated?
discriminatory.
But-
Wait.
Hey,
Hey, you
I
just telling
feel
a story,
so-
Jenica. Okay,
I
don't
feel
question me.
I feel so fucking cheated by my box of Ghirardelli chocolate fucking squares right now. I am so
Why?
mad.
Why?
Okay, so I got this bag of Ghirardelli chocolate squares.
Gox.
And it's
Delicious.
caramel assortment, right? And white chocolate is my favorite. So I was really
Bax.
excited to have these. What?
It's a
Wait.
Bax.
It's a Bax.
Thanks.
I was really excited to have these
Fog.
white chocolate squares, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was, excited about the milk chocolate and the dark chocolate, not as much. Not because I don't like the taste of dark chocolate, but because it's a harder chocolate. And so it kind of hurts my gums to eat it all the time. So I prefer the softer chocolates.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I just dumped out the bag because I was curious. I wanted to count how many of each flavor there were. To see, because I was curious if it was like even or if they just kind of threw in a random assortment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got, including the 2 pieces that I ate earlier today, I have 6 dark chocolate sea salt caramel chocolates came in this bag. 6 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 6 milk chocolate caramels.
Okay.
6 milk chocolate caramels.
Great.
3 white chocolates.
And that was the one you were looking forward to the most?
3 of them.
That's
Well,
Half of the others. This is a $9 bag of chocolate.
I really hope Ghirardelli is doing a sale
That's
again.
illegal.
If it is, I'll get you some white chocolate. But Ghirardelli warehouse sale is the best.
Because
You guys-
I know.
I'm sorry you don't
that-
live in the Bay Area and you can't.
I know that it's an assortment and it's randomized, and I can't genuinely be mad because it doesn't advertise like, oh, you'll get 5 of each or whatever. But it's just kind of is a huge bummer.
Is that your favorite kind?
White chocolate is my favorite chocolate.
Racist.
I mean, you know what? You're right. I actually have to do a lot of work to make sure that my prejudices aren't my chocolate prejudice doesn't seep into my real world behavior.
You don't remember
really
that time
do.
I looked Ben dead in the eyes and just ate like half a fucking bar of baking chocolate in one bite?
I don't remember that. No.
I
Baking
also don't
chocolate?
remember
I don't think
that.
I was there.
I vividly remember that.
It seems like something Ben would
Baking
pray.
chocolate.
Like
Baking
straight up baking chocolate, like the dark, like 99% cacao.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it bad?
Well, I really like that stuff. So
Yeah,
I mean, I
I
really
enjoy
dark
it.
chocolate too,
before.
but baking chocolate and dark chocolate are not the same thing.
Hey Ben.
I don't know. Whatever
on a
like the
scale-
darkest, bitterest chocolate I could
On
find
a
was.
scale of 1 to 100, how annoying was it the other day when I kept correcting you and saying cacao every time you said cocoa when you were talking about that chocolate bar that we got for your mom to cook with?
So morass is a weird word.
Go on.
Yeah, that's all I got.
It's a pretty good thing. Can't have too much.
Unless
though.
I think it's pronounced differently, I don't know that word.
It's a kind of swamp.
Okay, yeah, no, I just don't know that word.
No.
Yeah,
I have a lot of positive feelings about swamps.
about morasses.
About morasses. I would like there to be more asses. No.
True. Can't have too many.
You know, it's been a really long time since I touched a butt. But in another
Hey! Nobody's talking about butts.
In
Morass
another-
is a weird word.
Now
Now,
we're talking about butts.
You guys ever had
I-
swamp ass?
Yeah, here's the thing. I started. You know what? This is in before we get the same sponsorships as every other podcast.
Phil
But
Collins?
I started buying MeUndies
Uh-huh.
because since I started working
You know, I'll
as a
have
vet
to cut this out
assistant,
so we can get those other underwear. No, I'm just kidding.
but since I started working as a vet assistant, I've been getting worse swamp ass than normal. Just I guess mostly because I was like sweating more and just like the way that my scrubs fit was causing some like discomfort in the underwear area.
Mm-hmm.
But I started getting MeUndies and they cured my swamp ass. Like it's gone.
Good.
It is
That's over 100% cotton, baby.
is
I never really
completely
got swamp
gone.
ass.
You
Neither,
never
but
had it
so-
once?
I'm sure I had it once. I just can't really think of
I
the time
just-
Yeah, I
had it.
don't often
if
have a
you're-
swampy ass, but I've
if
had
you're
it.
suffering, if you're suffering from trench crack, just get yourself some MeUndies. It's gonna solve the problem. I'm pretty sure.
French cheek?
Trench nip. Fuck.
Oh Christ!
Oh God,
Okay.
we've gone to a dark place here.
I feel like we've got all our material.
Deep in the annals of my memory.
Good
The
old
where?
trench nip.
Fucking Trent, the annals of my memory.
No, the
At the
You mean the
anals?
Morass of
anals?
recollection?
The
Thank you.
annals of my memory.
Crawled right up into that there booty hole in that memory, and we are just fucking in there with
butt
the
worm.
trench nip.
I
Deep
think
in
we're-
the annals of
um,
my buttocks.
I miss Dungeons and Dragons. Listen.
So speaking
Okay,
of that,
it's
um,
true.
I think we can play out the podcast.
so that'll do it for us this week. Thanks for listening to Goblincast Live on the Air. I want to give a customary shout out to our #1 super fan, Phil Collins. If you want to check us out on social media, you can find us on Twitter at the Goblincast, and you can check out more episodes of this horrible thing wherever fine podcasts are sold, and I guess bad ones too. We also upload a video version to YouTube. There's pictures on there. Eventually, it'll be captioned. Just make sure to follow and like and share and subscribe and click the buttons and the things and the likes and all of that so that we can keep doing this, whatever it is, every week for you. Bye-bye.
You know what they say in Milwaukee.